All right, and on to our next topic here. All right, Russell Wilson. He wants the Seattle Seahawks to sign Antonio Brown. Yes, the wide receiver, the Antonio Brown, Super Bowl champion from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. All right. Russell Wilson wants Pete Carroll and John Schneider to take a look at Antonio Brown and sign him. This is like the third year in a row where the Seahawks have been rumored to express interest in Antonio Brown. I do recall last year specifically that Antonio Brown worked out with Russell Wilson. I think in Russell Wilson's backyard or something like that. It's a big backyard. Got his own football field, man. That's dope. But anyways, last year I actually thought the Seahawks had a real good chance of getting Antonio Brown. I'm like, listen, number one, because at that time, everyone was questioning Antonio Brown's reputation based on how he left the Steelers and on how he left the Raiders and on how the Patriots had released him after just acquiring him for about 2 weeks. And okay, so you work out with Russ, who's a top 5 quarterback in the league, okay, who has a good head on his shoulders, a awesome reputation and stuff. You don't hear anything pretty much bad about Russ for the most parts and stuff. So you would think that, okay, well, this has a chance of working out. He can help the Seahawks win games, and guess what? They can hopefully get to the Super Bowl and stuff, and guess what? This will help him build his reputation back up. But it looks like he just used Russ just to show people that he still got his talent, and then he went to Brady. Okay, I get it. Brady is the GOAT. Not gonna knock him. And plus, it looks like it was the best deal for him because he came out with a Super Bowl. Now, who knows? Maybe he could have got a Super Bowl had he signed with Seattle last year. Can you imagine how... Man, that's a lot of firepower, right? That is a lot of firepower. Like having DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, okay? David Moore, Antonio Brown, Will Desley, Greg Olsen, before Greg Olsen got hurt, Chris Carson, okay? I mean, that's a lot of offensive power. I mean, when you think about it, that will probably be too many weapons for Russell Wilson. Like, that's so many weapons. It reminds me of that scene on I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, Isaac Hayes. He had all those guns. He had like 30 grenades on his chest, had a bunch of like 10 handguns from wrapped around here, got 2 shotguns in his hand and 2 shotguns in the back and stuff. And it was like, man, you got enough guns? And he was like, you could never have enough. And then as soon as they stepped out the building, as soon as they stepped out of their own headquarters, what does he do? He slips and trips over a bullet. And as he slips and falls, boom, all his guns. Well, I said 20 grenades, not 20 grenades, but he had some grenades on him. All right, he had a lot of ammo. And all of a sudden, his guns went off. And his crew, Jim Brown, Keenan Ivory Wayans, Slade and all of them. And, oh man, what was it? No, it's not Dragonfly Jones. What's the Steve James character? Okay, the late Steve James character, who's the karate guy. They all like, they thinking the bad guys, Mr. Big, have came to just started just busting on him or something, right? And Isaac Hayes end up shooting his own guns, end up being the death of him. He's on the ground, boom, 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 it's shooting him, and he's dead. So, adding Antonio Brown to all the weapons Russell Wilson already has, that's too much firepower. I mean, of course, it's not going to kill Russell Wilson figuratively, but I mean, literally, but figuratively, that's going to make him, hey, dude, you kept talking about you need protection and you don't want to get hit. They're trying to build the offensive line and you want them to take money that could go to a good offensive lineman to pay another receiver. You're good at wide receiver, Russ. You have 2 Pro Bowl receivers. Okay? David Moore is no slouch. He can ball. All right? And they just signed a tight end, the guy from the Rams. So, come on, Russ. I thought it was about being protected. All right? I don't think the Seahawks need Antonio Brown. Because especially right now this year, if you're Antonio Brown, he's 33 years old, you're trying to cash in big time. Okay? You're trying to cash in big time. All right? Because last year would have been a good time for the Seahawks, financially wise, I believe, to get Antonio Brown, because you probably could have got him at a cheaper price. But Antonio Brown, hey, and rightfully so, he deserves to get paid. I mean, he went out there, he balled over there with Tampa Bay, got him a Super Bowl, scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl. All right, so, but I think Russ needs to fall back on this one. I mean, we can't listen to you on this one. Even the great Michael Jordan, okay, there were times, when he was with the Chicago Bulls, he wanted them to pick anybody that was coming out of North Carolina. And guess what? Good thing that Bulls management didn't listen to Michael Jordan's picks on that. And you see how Michael Jordan been drafting when he was with the Wizards and when he's with Charlotte. Well, he did a good job drafting LaMelo Ball, but it was a lot of misses in his draft picks and free agent acquisitions and trade acquisitions. So just because you're great on the field and on the court doesn't mean that you're going to always make the best decisions as far as acquiring personnel. Okay? All right, but not to say that Russ is not capable of doing that and getting some, as far as acquiring personnel. I'm not saying he's not capable of that, but I don't think Antonio Brown is the right move. Not the right move for us. I mean, we have no problem letting you cook, but listen, every chef is not a specialty in everything. You have some chefs. Some chef, they have a specialty in Italian food. Some are specialty at barbecue. They have a specialty at Mexican food. Some have a specialty at soul food. Okay, so some have a specialty at seafood. Okay, it's very rare you're gonna find somebody who's great at cooking everything and making it great. Okay, so you got enough weapons. You got DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. All right. Y'all tell me what you think. Do you think that's too many? You think that's too many weapons to have if Russell Wilson acquires Antonio Brown? If the Seahawks acquire Antonio Brown, do you think that's a good mix? Do you think that the Seahawks should continue to try to acquire more offensive line help for Russ instead of adding another receiver? Let me know. Comment below. Hit the like button and the subscribe button.